Let me ask you a question. Why did you feel it was necessary for you to go and do an interview with a blogger?
When I got arrested, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna retaliate, because don't make it seem like I'm an abuser. You need to hurry up and tell people, like, no, it's a text message. You know what I'm saying? But no, so I said I'm finna go and put her out.
If you've been keeping up with Love and Marriage Huntsville, you already know the drama never stops. But this time, things have taken a shocking turn that even the biggest fans didn't see coming. Martell Holt, the king of chaos himself, has once again dropped a bombshell, but this time, it's not just messy rumors or petty arguments. A leaked tape has surfaced, and the fallout is so explosive that it might have completely destroyed one of the show's strongest couples. Yes, we're talking about Marsau and Leticia Scott. Their marriage, once seen as unshakable, is now hanging by a thread.
It's the white flag a long time ago. I've been waving it. You know, I even got off social media and I quieted down and wasn't saying anything, trying to, you know, get on the good side or whatever. But I guess the quieter that I am, the more she can shoot my way. And her knowing that I'm not gonna retaliate makes her go even harder, because she can do and say whatever she wants to and not worry about Martell saying anything. And it's like us nice guys, it's like we get the short end of the stick.
And to make matters worse, reports are swirling that divorce papers have already been filed. The question everyone is asking now is, did Martell just expose the truth? Or is this another one of his ruthless games that went too far? To really understand how we got here, you have to rewind back to the foundation of this friendship-turned-war. Marsau and Leticia have always been presented as the couple that somehow managed to stay strong through years of rumors, speculation, and whispers about cheating. Leticia, especially, has stood firm in her loyalty to Marsau. No matter how loud the accusations got, she defended him, insisting that her husband was faithful and that her marriage was solid.
This is crazy. Like, people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lie. Like, now I don't believe anything.
For many viewers, she was a picture of a ride-or-die wife, a woman who believed in standing by her man no matter what. But things weren't always picture perfect. Marsau has faced cheating rumors for years, and while he brushed them off with his signature smirk and dismissive attitude, those whispers never really went away. His infamous solo trip to Africa still lingers in fans' minds, who takes a long international vacation without their spouse and kids. For many, it didn't add up. And when Martell himself began throwing shade at Marsau years ago,
Love and Marriage Huntsville star Martell Holt just violated the no-contact order ahead of his domestic violence conviction appeal. So could this mean that he's going back to jail?
Hinting that Marsau wasn't nearly as faithful as he wanted the world to believe, it planted seeds of doubt that only grew stronger over time. Leticia, though, played the role of the loyal wife perfectly. She refused to let gossip dictate her marriage. She told anyone who would listen that unless she saw solid proof, hearsay wasn't enough to make her question her husband. That confidence earned her both admiration and criticism. Some fans applauded her strength, while others accused her of living in denial. But through it all, Leticia stayed consistent. She was going to protect her marriage at all costs. Now here comes the twist no one expected.
I've been quiet. I know a lot more than what I say. And for years, Marsau have been like, no, T, don't do that. No, T, don't do that. And we really have been trying not to go there with Martell, because I just don't want to be fighting with him. So, but at some point, you have to be like, enough is enough. Like, leave us alone. Stop it. We don't say nothing about you. When we do say something, it is like something that has been asked of us on the TV show. We're filming a television show. If someone asks us a question of something that you've already put out there, we can speak on it. But we don't put things out there before you put it out there. So, you know, it's like, leave me alone, because I can say a lot more.
So the thing is, you are clearly fed up.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Martell has been under heavy fire himself lately, his reputation in shambles after years of infidelity, his messy divorce from Melody, and his habit of deflecting attention onto everyone else when things get too hot. But this time, instead of tossing casual shade, Martell came with what he claims is undeniable evidence, a tape. And according to him, this tape doesn't just hint at infidelity, it allegedly proves it. The contents of the tape are still being picked apart by fans, bloggers, and castmates, but one thing is clear: Martell didn't just strike a nerve, he struck a killing blow. Because this time, Leticia couldn't just brush it off. The whispers became a scream, and the marriage that once seemed untouchable suddenly cracked wide open. Reports quickly spread that Leticia, after years of standing tall and refusing to bend, finally broke. And if the rumors of divorce papers being filed are true, then Martell's leaked tape didn't just ruin Marsau's reputation, it might have ended the Scott marriage for good. But what makes this whole situation even messier is the emotional storm it has unleashed. Imagine building your entire identity around being the loyal wife who trusts her husband no matter what, only to have the very foundation of that trust ripped away in front of the world. For Leticia, this isn't just about a marriage ending, it's about her dignity, her pride, and the image she has fought so hard to protect. And for Marsau, it's about his credibility, his businesses, and the empire he and Leticia built together. Fans are torn. Some say Martell's track record makes him impossible to trust. They argue that he's simply using inside knowledge and manipulation to destroy others because misery loves company. After all, Martell has lost his marriage, his reputation, and much of his respect within the group. Why wouldn't he want to drag Marsau and Leticia down with him? But then, there's the other side of the coin. Martell wasn't just some outsider throwing baseless claims. He was once close to the Scotts. He knows their habits, their secrets, and their weaknesses. If anyone had access to the kind of truth that could blow their marriage apart, it's him. And that's what makes this tape so dangerous. Whether it's completely authentic or twisted for Martell's own agenda, it has already done the damage. Leticia has reportedly been leaning more into her businesses, her personal projects, and her independence. Some fans believe this is her way of preparing for life beyond Marsau. For years, she built her identity around being his wife, but now it looks like she's laying the foundation for her own future. Meanwhile, Marsau has tried to stay cool, brushing off questions and maintaining that everything is fine. But the cracks in his faade are becoming harder to ignore. The emotional toll is undeniable. Leticia has spoken in the past about how hurtful the rumors have been, not just for her, but for her children. Now, with Martell's tape out in the open, it's no longer just background noise. It's a full-blown scandal that their family can't escape. Their kids are old enough to see the headlines, to hear the whispers at school, to feel the weight of their parents' choices. And that, more than anything, is what makes this story so heartbreaking. Because no matter what happens between Marsau and Leticia, the real casualties are the ones who never asked to be in the spotlight. So here we are. A leaked tape, a marriage in shambles, and divorce rumors swirling louder than ever. Martell has once again managed to set fire to the lives around him, but the question remains: was he exposing the truth? Or was this just another cruel move to keep himself relevant? For Marsau and Leticia, the damage may already be beyond repair. Their story is no longer just about loyalty or denial. It's about survival. Can Leticia rebuild after years of defending a man who may have betrayed her? Can Marsau bounce back after his marriage, reputation, and trust have been ripped apart in the public eye? One thing is certain: love and marriage, Huntsville will never be the same after this. The Scotts' relationship was the backbone of the show, the couple everyone pointed to as proof that marriages could survive the storm. But now, even that has been shattered. And whether Martell's tape was the truth or just another weapon in his arsenal, it has left a scar that can't be erased. The only thing left to ask is if Leticia has finally reached her breaking point and divorce is really on the table. What does this mean for the entire cast? Will it split friendships beyond repair? Will it change the way fans see every storyline moving forward? And most importantly, will Marsau and Leticia ever be able to look at each other the same way again? Because sometimes, the truth doesn't just set you free. Sometimes, it burns everything in its path. And this time, it looks like Martell's fire has left nothing but ashes behind. As the dust settles around this scandal, one thing is certain: this isn't just another reality TV fight that will fade away after a few episodes. What Martell set in motion with that tape has changed everything for Marsau and Leticia. For years, they projected the image of stability, showing fans that their bond was unshakable, even when rumors swirled around them. But now, the world is watching their marriage unravel piece by piece, and the silence from their camp only adds fuel to the fire. When you think about it, the saddest part of this entire saga isn't just the potential betrayal or even the divorce itself, it's the way trust, once broken, leaves scars that never fully heal. Leticia defended her husband for years, even when people told her she was ignoring red flags. Her loyalty was unwavering, and she staked her entire reputation on the strength of their marriage. Now, if the tape is truly what Martell claims it is, everything she fought so hard to protect is gone. That pain isn't just public, it's deeply personal. For Marsau, this isn't just about facing accusations, it's about watching the foundation of his life collapse. His cool, joking attitude that once helped him deflect criticism isn't working anymore. The smirk, the dodges, the one-liners, they all fall flat when divorce papers are involved. If Leticia has really decided to walk away, then Marsau is left with more than a broken marriage. He's left with a reputation that may never recover, no matter how many times he denies the claims. And then there's Martell. Love him or hate him, one thing is clear: he knows how to push buttons that can't be unpressed. Whether he was motivated by revenge, desperation, or a twisted sense of truth-telling, his tape didn't just shift the narrative. It detonated it. He has dragged everyone into the fire with him, and even if his credibility is questioned, the damage is already done. He's proved, once again, that he doesn't just create drama, he weaponizes it. But beyond the headlines, the interviews, and the fan speculation, there's a deeper story here about the human cost of betrayal. It's about children who now have to navigate the whispers about their parents. It's about a woman who spent years holding her family together, only to realize that love alone may not be enough. And it's about a man who may finally be facing the consequences of secrets he thought he could keep buried forever. So, where does this leave the Scotts? Can they somehow repair the wreckage? Or is this truly the end of their story as husband and wife? Fans are divided, some hope for reconciliation, while others believe it's time for Leticia to finally put herself first. Either way, the truth is undeniable: this marriage will never be the same again. Sometimes the hardest battles aren't fought in front of cameras or on social media, they're fought in the quiet moments, behind closed doors, where love and loyalty collide with pain and disappointment. And for Marsau and Leticia, the outcome of that battle will define not just their future, but their legacy. Because in the end, it's not the rumors or the tape that break you, it's the truth you can no longer deny.